Real quick, the only ask I could ever have of you guys is to help spread the word so we can help more women lose body fat, build muscle, reach their goals, and feel insanely confident. And the only way we can do that is if you rate, review, and share this podcast. So the single thing I ask for you to do is if you could leave a review. It will take you 10 seconds and it will mean the absolute world to me and may change the world of someone else. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Macro Hour, or if this is one of your first episodes, welcome to the show, you guys, with your host, Nikkiey Stott, co-founder of WarriorBabe. And on this podcast, we talk about mindset, methodologies, and tactics that will help you lose body fat, build muscle, be strong, and feel insanely confident. I'm your host, Nikkiey Stott, and welcome you guys to episode 180. And to be fully transparent with you guys, this is an episode that I recorded way back in the early stages of the birth of this podcast. And the reason why I'm bringing it back is a few things. I have taken the last couple of days to recover, to heal, and to give myself the space that I've needed, honestly, for so freaking long, post this egg retrieval, but so many other things have come up, from this procedure and things that I've just been ignoring. So I've been giving my space to not only physically heal, but also emotionally heal. So that being said, I did not record any new podcasts this week, but I wanted to bring back this specific podcast, episode, I think it was 6, and it was the difference between fat loss and weight loss, because I think it's so freaking important for you guys to understand this topic and understand what the difference is between the two, because there are two vastly different worlds and two vastly different ways of which you can approach this type of result, whether it be fat loss or weight loss. So with that being said, you guys, let's dive into the episode. I am your host, Nikkiey Stott, and welcome to episode number 6, all about fat loss versus weight loss. The difference explained. I am super stoked to speak to this topic. I've alluded to it in previous podcasts that we were going to deep dive into it because it warrants an entire podcast to explain this. So I'm going to explain this difference between weight loss and fat loss. And then I want you guys to leave this podcast knowing which one is better for you, with the goal of wanting to achieve a more fit toned look, because one of them supports that, the other one does not. Okay. So this topic seems to be very confusing for a lot of people. Weight loss versus fat loss. A lot of people only really speak to weight loss. Like, I want to lose weight, or like all of these things that you see on the internet speaks to weight loss. And a lot of people seem to think that they are the same thing, but they are actually quite very different. And so depending on which one you're trying to achieve, because some people do just need to lose weight, but others just want to lose fat, right? So depending on which one you're trying to achieve, you may be going about it all wrong. So I want to deep dive into this. I want to give you guys clarity. I want to give you guys takeaways. I want to give you just the whole methodology behind which one is going to support your goals and which one does not. So I'm going to clear everything up for you today. Okay. So weight loss and fat loss, these two concepts are misunderstood. So first of all, let's talk about weight loss. Weight loss refers to the decrease in overall body weight, which can be caused by a variety of factors, such as like a reduction in muscle mass, water weight, or fat. So like anybody can lose weight. Anybody can jump on to like the newest crazed fad diet that's out there that's talking and speaking to weight loss, and like you're going to lose weight because those are putting you into calorie deficits. But like, this is the thing. You're going to lose a variety of different things like I just spoke to. You're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to lose water weight. You're going to lose fat. You're going to lose, your organ sizes are going to get smaller. This is how I like to explain it. If you're just focusing on weight loss, you're going to become a skinnier, fatter version of yourself. However, don't get me wrong. This goal is great for people that have like 100 pounds or 50 pounds to lose. You got to lose that weight before you can start really taking it to the next level and becoming that more, achieving that more fit toned look for yourself. Okay. But like along that way of losing fat, you're losing a little bit of, or losing weight, you're losing a little bit of everything. Okay. And that's what I mean by you're just probably going to look like, this is what happened to me. That's how I can speak to it with experience. Like I was chubby, and then I focused on like all of these things I was very confused and overwhelmed. I had no idea what I was doing at the beginning of my journey, as you guys have heard from podcast number 1. But like I became a skinnier, fatter version of myself by doing all of this. Fat loss, on the other hand, you guys, specifically refers to a reduction in body fat. So like all of the weight loss things I just spoke to, all the things that you could be following, calorie deficits, X, Y, and Z. If you're following like a nutrition plan that supports fat loss, which in my experience, in my belief, in my methodology, I believe in macronutrients, that's what's going to help you with fat loss. And it's going to help you with a reduction in body fat. By what I mean by that is like when you're eating the right nutrients that support this, protein, fats, and carbohydrates, and you're paying attention to that overall intake, you're going to decrease body fat. Most importantly, you're going to preserve the lean muscle that you have to your body, and or while you're building more of it, you're going to hold on to that muscle, and you're going to decrease the body fat around that muscle, which is then going to allude to having a more fit, toned look, right? Toned is just like exposing the muscle that you have to your body. So those are like, broadly speaking, the two differences between each other. Like weight loss, you're going to like, cool, great. If you guys have like a goal of losing 50 pounds or 100 pounds, you're going to lose a little bit of everything though along that journey. Fat loss, which then could be like, once you do accomplish that goal, your next goal or that next level for you is like, okay, let's focus on macronutrients. Let's focus on fat loss. I want to be a little more fit and toned. And so you're going to have the reduction of body fat. So let me deep dive a little bit further. So it's possible to lose weight and fat at the same time. It's also possible to lose weight without losing fat, or to lose fat without losing weight. So but I don't want to lose you here. For example, if you are following a weight loss program, okay, that focuses on reducing calorie intake, right? Calorie deficit that you will hear a lot on the internet. And then you're increasing your physical activity, you may experience a decrease in both weight and fat with this. And that is because calorie restriction, calorie deficit, and increased physical activity can lead to a decrease in body weight and an increase in fat metabolism. However, listen up, because this is you. If you're listening to this podcast, I know I'm attracting people that want to be more fit and toned. Therefore, if you are participating, and majority of you probably are, or if you are looking to participate in a strength training program that helps you to build muscle, you will experience an increase in muscle mass if you're doing it the right way, which could offset, listen loud and clear, it could offset any weight loss and result in no change in weight. I need you guys, like, especially if like you're embarking on this journey, if you're getting into strength training, if you're like, maybe along your strength training journey and you're so attached to the scale, like I need you guys to understand this. If you are participating in a strength training program, if you are trying to build muscle, if you are doing it the right way, you are increasing muscle mass. This could offset any weight loss, and this could result in no weight change. And what I mean by offset any weight loss is like you guys are probably stepping on the scale and you're like, why am I not losing any weight? Or you're seeing success stories of like people seeing massive differences in their body composition, yet they've only lost 3 pounds. This is what's happening. This is because muscle is denser and heavier than fat. So an increase in muscle mass can cause an increase in overall body weight. For example, you guys, I weighed 140 pounds when I first started my journey. I was skinny fat, as I alluded to. I now, 8 years later, and the muscle mass that I've put onto my body and built, weigh 150 pounds. I am 10 pounds heavier, yet I look completely different. Okay, and this is because muscle is denser and heavier than fat. So an increase in muscle mass, to that example, can cause an increase in overall body weight, even if body fat is decreasing. Our light bulb is going off. Like, I really want you guys to understand this, because I'm going to dive into this in a second. But like, if you are only focused on this scale and like your scale, like you're making the scale your bitch, and like whatever number that says, it's like affecting every single emotion you have towards your journey, you are missing out on the big picture. Okay. If you want to build muscle, it could offset any weight loss. So you may not see as much weight loss as you want to see when you're stepping on the scale. And that is because muscle is denser and heavier. So therefore, it could increase your overall body weight, AKA the number that you see on the scale, even though you are decreasing body fat. So when it comes to building muscle and changing the way your body looks, it is important to focus on improving body composition, right? So this is the big thing that I want to just speak to, because a lot of you guys coming here want to build muscle, AKA be more toned. and change the way your body looks. So it's important to focus on improving your body composition rather than just weight loss. Body composition refers to the relative proportion of fat, muscle, and bone in your body. Let me say that again so that it just sinks in. Body composition, improving your body composition, changing the way that your body looks, refers to the relative proportion of fat, muscle, and bone in your body. So by increasing muscle mass and decreasing body fat, you improve your body composition. You change the way your body looks. You improve the way that, you're building muscle and the way that your overall just body is, you're achieving a more leaner, more toned appearance. Okay. By you improving your body composition, rather than just focusing on weight loss, when you're focusing on this, the relative proportion of fat, muscle, and bone to the body, you achieve a leaner, more toned appearance. Like I spoke to previously, when I first opened up this podcast, it's like weight loss, skinnier, fatter version of yourself. Fat loss, you're preserving lean muscle that you have to your body. Remember what I said, body composition, relative proportion of fat, muscle, and bone to your body. Weight loss doesn't attribute muscle. Weight loss, you're losing muscle. Weight loss, the number on the scale attributes to the muscle you have in your body. But when you're focusing just on weight loss, you're losing muscle too as well. Body composition is going to help you to achieve the leaner, more toned appearance because the way that you're eating, the macronutrients, protein, is going to preserve the muscle that you have to your body. It's going to hold on to it. You may lose a little bit, but you're not going to lose as much as you would with weight loss. Okay. And then you're decreasing the body fat around it, meaning therefore you're going to have that fit body. Am I painting this picture right for you guys? I hope I am. Ladies, are you feeling frustrated with body changes you're experiencing during menopause? It's time to take control. If you're between 45 and 65 years old and tired of struggling with body fat and muscle loss, WarriorBabe is here for you. At WarriorBabe, we've helped over 18,000 women just like you lose body fat, build toned muscle, and understand their bodies better with personalized plans based on hormone and thyroid testing and more. Imagine knowing exactly what your body needs to see real results and results that last. Look, don't wait anymore. Take charge of your health and join our community of strong, empowered women. Visit WarriorBabe.com/apply today to start your transformation. That's WarriorBabe.com/apply. All right, let's get back to the show. So now, while weight loss can be a useful indicator of progress, okay, weight loss can be a tool. That's it. It is literally just a tool. Weight loss meaning like the number on the scale that you guys see. So like it can be a useful indicator of progress, but it's not always the best measurement of success when it comes to building muscle and improving your body composition. Literally, you guys, like I said, if you are just focused on the number on the scale, you are missing out on the big picture if your ultimate goal is to build muscle and improve your body composition. And like I said, this is because muscle is denser and heavier than fat. So an increase in muscle mass can cause an increase in overall body weight. Like I just want to keep drilling this into your head, even if your body fat is decreasing. Okay. So I hope, light bulbs are going off, that the scale does not matter. And like, listen to this, play this back. Cause like you could be 3 weeks after listening to this podcast, 4 months after listening to this podcast, and you're down the rabbit hole of why isn't the scale moving as fast as I would want it to be? Yet your goal is to build muscle. Well, guess what? It's going to offset the weight loss that you want to see. It could cause no result in any weight loss, yet you're still decreasing body fat. You're still seeing a change in your body composition. You may, in a 5-month span, have drastic changes in your body composition, yet have only lost 3 pounds. I just want to keep drilling this in, okay? Another way to explain it is like how it's possible that you could weigh the same or even more than somebody else. So for example, me weighing 150 pounds, maybe you weigh the same, yet I'm going to look more fit and more toned than you because I have more muscle to my body. We're the same weight. We have similar height. We're the similar frame, right? But I have a difference in body composition compared to you. And relative to somebody else that right? You could be 150 pounds. You could be a little bit more fit than somebody, right? And that's how you can literally be the same weight, similar height, frame, but because you guys you're different, you could look completely different because of the difference in your body composition. So, and this is the difference of your personal relative proportion of fat, muscle, and bone in your body next to the person that you're standing next to or thinking of. It's because you have more dense muscle. It's because I have more dense muscle than you, and or the way you're envisioning it, if you are thinking of somebody else that you weigh the same but you look different, it's because you have more dense muscle than fat than them, right? So it's like 150 pounds. Somebody could be 150 pounds and full of muscle. Yeah, somebody could be 150 pounds and like overweight and skinny fat, right? Or different frames or different heights. Like somebody at 5'6", 150 pounds, rather than somebody at 5'2" and 150 pounds, that's going to be drastically different, right? So what I want to continue to just drill in here is that the scale is not the only device that will tell you the whole story of your progress. Like guys, like how many of you guys are still hung up on the scale, right? Yet you're seeing the way that your body looks and changes over time if you're taking pictures, but like you're still getting discouraged if week by week you're not seeing these trends that you want to. You're like, oh, freak it, this isn't working. And like you revert to everything else, right? So the scale isn't telling you the big picture. The scale is not the only device that's going to tell you the whole story of your progress. I think I've nailed that back. I think I've nailed that into your brain. It is so important to track progress using a variety of different methods. This is what we do in WarriorBabe. There is not one single person that is just stuck to the scale. They know that there's a variety of methods out here that are going to paint the picture in a way bigger picture than just the scale. And when I mean a variety of methods, it's like taking measurements, right, is one. So like taking measurements of your biceps. Let's say you took a measurement of your bicep and in 6 months you took it again and you've gained 2 inches on your bicep. Yet you step on the scale and you're the same weight. Well, there you go. You've gained muscle, and that's why it's offsetting any weight loss on the scale because, right, muscle is denser and heavier than fat, okay? So another thing too, which is huge, is photos, guys. Photos like side by side, what I've already alluded to, like if you have a before picture and then an after picture and a 6 months difference, yet the scale is only telling you you've lost 3 pounds, but there's a drastic difference before and after. I mean, that's going to make you feel better than seeing just 3 pounds in 6 months or 5 months, right? And then how your clothes fit. Your clothes fitting like is huge. You could see a 3 pound difference, yet your clothes could not fit at all. So like these are just such important variety of methods that you need to start incorporating into your journey if you're trying to build muscle and change your body composition, because that scale is not going to support you. I'm just telling you that now. And maybe you know that, right? And this is just like drilling it home, like putting into your strategy better ways to track this for yourself. By using a combination of these methods, you get a way more accurate picture of your progress and to ensure that you're on track with achieving your goals. Because somebody who is like just losing 3 pounds in 6 months, if you're just focusing on the scale, you could be like, oh my God, I'm not seeing the progress that I want to see. And so I'm going to slash my calories even more. And like, this is just a spiral effect. Like it's going to be really hard to accomplish more goals in that kind of position. So you definitely want to just make sure you're using a combination of these methods, measurements, photos, seeing how your clothes fit. Like all of those are just so important outside of just focusing on the number of scale. The number of the scale, like weight loss can be a useful indicator of progress, right? Fat loss can be in like means of like body fat and stuff like that. It's another great method to focus on. But like weight loss and the scale, when I say that being a useful indicator of progress, is not the full story. So I just want to keep drawing that in. All right. So those are like the main differences between weight loss and fat loss. It's huge, drastically different, right? You see that now. Like I explained it, I've drilled it home. They're concepts, they're completely different. And it's also important, you guys, to remember that weight loss and fat loss goals should be individualized based on your specific needs and circumstances. So like, let's say, like I already spoke to, you need to lose 50 pounds. Awesome. Great. Lose those 50 pounds. That next level goal for you could be fat loss. And what works for one person may not work for another. And it's important to find like a healthy, sustainable approach that works for you. And like I've already alluded to in previous podcasts, working with a professional to develop a personalized plan that takes into account your unique needs and goals is something that I would highly recommend. And this is where I would recommend that you do check out WarriorBabe.com, specifically our VIP program. We have 30 plus expert coaches who individually work one-on-one with women just like you to achieve what we're speaking to today. Fat loss, more toned look. We specialize in all of those things. Okay, so definitely check that out. Link is in the description below. But in conclusion of all of this, fluctuations in weight are normal. They don't always indicate changes in your body composition. Okay, so if you're just focusing on the number on the scale, okay, if you want body composition results, the number on the scale is not going to allude to that. Okay, fluctuations in weight, like you could become a skinnier, fatter version of yourself if you're just focusing on that. So they're not going to always indicate changes in your body composition. Changes in your body composition, what we spoke to, is relative to the proportion of all of the things that consider your muscle, the fat in your body, the bone in your body, all of that jazz. Okay. So if you've been working out regularly and eating a healthy diet, but the number on the scale isn't budging, don't get discouraged, guys. You may just be gaining muscle mass while losing body fat. Okay. The key to improve your appearance is to focus on increasing muscle mass and decreasing body fat. If your ultimate goal is to build muscle and do all of those things, that is your focus. Okay. And then by doing this, you're going to improve the way your body composition looks. You're going to achieve a leaner and more toned appearance. So remember that. I would just want to hope it's drilled back into your brain, or hope it's drilled into your brain. You understand the difference between these two things. Now you know which ones to focus on: weight loss, fat loss. Weight loss, if you have 50 plus pounds to lose. Fat loss, if you want to take it to the next level and achieve that more toned look. Okay. So next time you step on the scale and you don't see the numbers going down, don't give up, guys. Keep at it, and soon you'll start to see changes in your body that are more sufficient than any change in weight could ever be. All right, my friends. So I hope this podcast helped you guys. If it did, screenshot it. Share it to social media, IG preferably. Tag Nikkiey Stott, tag WarriorBabe. I would love to see how impactful this podcast is for you guys and how it's helping you. And especially if like some things just blew your mind in this podcast today, light bulbs are flying, you're having aha moments, like share that with me. I love seeing that feedback from you guys, and apply this, right? Now you have this new mental frame around this and around your journey. So apply it. That's all I ask. Take action, apply it. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, real quick. If you're interested in taking your body to the next level, lose body fat, build more muscle, feel more confident, do it alongside one of our 30 plus professional coaches. Work one-on-one with her to eliminate all of the guesswork that you may have. And all you need to do is just do the work that she tells you to do to get to those goals of yours. Now, to learn more, click the link below this podcast and apply to our VIP program right now.